Hi everyone, for today's book review we are going to be looking at Austro-Hungarian Battleships, written by Paul Kemp and published by ISO Publications all the way back in 1991. I review this book because A, it is an absolute gem, and because I really like Austro-Hungarian battleships, in particular the Taschethoff class. I apologize if my Austrian and my Magyar pronunciation is off. Please bear with me. This was quite a surprise. I found this in a random book sale, just completely unexpectedly. And it's a gem of a book. It's decently sized. The text and the photos are all published on beautiful, high-quality gloss paper. There's hardly any sunning or fading on it. This book is designed to last. And what it does, it begins with a very concise, effectively so, history of the challenges of the Austro-Hungarian Empire and its navy, from the Battle of Lissa onwards through to its ultimate destruction and dismemberment in World War I. And from there on, it then takes us through the various battleships that were involved in World War I, right through to the planned and never completed improved Taschethoff class battleships. And each chapter, we get information about the history of each battleship, followed by an account of its service, and then a spread of photos, about 4 to 6 pages, depending on the class and how active they were, followed by a roundup of what happened to them. Did they sink in the war? Were they sold? What happened? And this format continues right through to the improved Taschethoff class. Also, at the end of each chapter, there's a beautiful line profile drawing. One of the Taschethoffs is up here, followed by a table of the key features: size, tonnage, armament, complement, stats, etc. It is wonderfully well written because even though there's plenty of information here, it is done in such a concise way that you really can absorb all the information. And there's also a bit of personality, particularly in some of the captions where there are images of the crew and the captions allow their emotions and what is clearly obvious in the photos to come alive. I'm not sure if this book is easy to find, but considering its age, it may not be. Maybe in Europe and the US, possibly. But modern readers who are interested in Austro-Hungarian battleships, the modern equivalent that comes close to it is this Osprey book by the New Vanguard number 193 series, Austro-Hungarian Battleships, which essentially covers the same period, the same ships, but, if I may, as you can see, in this instance, size does matter. Whereas Osprey's book has its usual color profiles and color side drawings and illustrations, it is, by virtue of its size, condensed, whereas with Paul Kemp's book, you have the opportunity of seeing plenty of photos full size, and of course the line profile drawings will come the width of the book itself. But basically, if you are after information about Austro-Hungarian battleships and you can't find Paul Kemp's book, this is a great primer and intro. And if you do find it, do get it, because not only is it well written and plenty of interesting information compiled in an easily accessible way, the photos are fantastic, all produced as well as they possibly can, obviously, considering the age and some of the conditions. Some photos will be grainier than others, but still the quality is very good, and a broad selection has been included: life on board, weaponry, how the ships change throughout their lives, and in some instances, of course, them in the act of sinking. So this is just a wonderful book, and again, this will appeal to those who are interested in battleships of the Great War, World War I. For those of you who are interested in Austro-Hungarian Empire and its navy and the unique challenges that it faced and how it tried to counter it, then this is a great book to add to your naval collection. So if you can find it, do check it out. For me, this is a Four Captain's Hats, Austro-Hungarian Battleships by Paul Kent. Paul Kemp, by Paul Kemp, I'm so sorry. It is by Paul Kemp.